here. 1v1 Green Tooth Gorge, blue side. Paranoid, also known as Paranoid Cami, plays a force commander, offensive, melee, quite versatile, can also support and disrupt. Up against Harry as a Commissar Lord, good offense and support, fights melee, likes to shoot his own infantry in the head. This is Deathcore of Krieg DLC. Recolored. Space Marines versus Imperial Guard, then someone's been naughty. Natural VP for Paranoid on this west side, natural for Harry on the east side, and this central VP, a really nice 1v1 map. Sentinel on the field for Harry. Tier 1 vehicle that can decap points but cannot cap them. Likes to stomp on infantry which stuns it. And tactical marines for Paranoid, and double sentinels for Harry, most likely into Kadashan Devils, perhaps even double Kadashan Devils. We'll be interested to see what Paranoid does against this. Two very good players, and we see double scouts to help Paranoid get some map control. Now with those double sentinels, which cannot cap of course, Paranoid might have quite a large advantage in map control, having two scouts on the field. Bit of a shooting match in the middle, tactical marines taking the cover, which is always difficult to deal with when you're just trying to outshoot them in tier 1. Here comes a sentinel for a ground pound, and there it is. Paranoid just retreats the squad, and Harry takes the central VP and gives these guardsmen a sergeant, taking them up to 9 medals and allowing them to reinforce 2 at a time. Look at this from Harry, not capping up his side of the map, being very, very aggressive and pushing. Might see the power sword for the Commissar Lord. Sentinels on decap, and an early push to the power here. Sentinel being repaired by those guardsmen. Paranoid taking his time and capping his side of the map, and we have Devastators. We might see double Devastators. 444 500, a double for Harry. Force commander on capping duty, now moves into melee with the Commissar Lord. No, he doesn't. He's deep into enemy territory and retreats. Scouts now capping the central VP. Where are the tactical marines? They are shooting up the sentinel. You see them using Kraken bolts there. That's because sentinels have heavy armor. Kraken bolts giving you 20% damage boost versus heavy armor. Also works when you're in melee for some reason, but there you go. And we might see a triple for Kami here if he caps the west. Devastator setting up. Very, very bad news for Imperial Guard early on. A setup team. Especially for sentinels. They cannot be suppressed because they're vehicles, but they do take a lot of damage as they get close. And we do see Kadashan Devils for Harry. We'll want to use those guys to counter the Devastators if he can. Tactical Marines pushing up the west side. Will we see them decap stuff or be a bit more offensive? Devastators are taking this building here, covering this pass to the western VP. Sentinel decaps the east and chasing scouts around. Can he get model loss? No. 408, 463, center is uncapped. Kadashan Devils, here they come. Versatile infantry. Very, very, very bad news for everyone pretty much right now. Very high ranged and melee damage with some nasty utility, disruption and the like. Here they are. Can the Devastators set up? No, they can't because they got a grenade launcher to the face. That's all reliable. Now they are closing for melee, and these guys have power melee weapons. There's a shotgun blast to suppress them. Full of tricks, these guys. They are shot up though. Can a tactical marines force melee? No. And as usual, they don't lose a model here. 408, 448, a 2-to-1 for Harry. Sentinels decapping being very, very annoying, as is the Commissar Lord. No power sword for him. Might see another Kadashan Devil squad. Might see more Devastators. Looks like Paranoid is either going tier 3 or saving for assault marines though. Sentinel being repaired, getting shot to bits here. Might even see sniper scouts that help him try and deal with these sentinels. Sentinels can be very nasty if they start leveling up and getting their upgrades. Being really aggressive with these devastators. Look at this. Pushing them right up and setting up against this sentinel, backing off, being repaired. Really nice play from Paranoid. And goes tier 2 first. 383, 448. Triple generators for Harry. Triple generators for Paranoid. This power uncapped. And this one is Paranoid. Look at the blue map control here. Devastators now set up in the middle with about half of their health gone. No war gear for either commander. No XP for either commander. Interested to see what Paranoid will get out the gate in tier 2. Kadashan Devils now hitting Paranoid's power, and look at the damage their shotguns do to the node. Can they decap before they start losing models though? Double scouts and tactical marines shooting bolters. There's all reliable, and they lose a model. Wow. Devastators, are they going to set up? That was weird. There we go. They set up in the correct direction eventually. Flipped around a bit there, but cannot get another model loss. 383, 413 Sentinel using that opportunity, the Devastator away to decap, and a multi-last turret going down from Harry, or going up even. Commissar Lord very sneakily caps this natural wreck point for Paranoid, and we see a Plasma Devastator on the way for Paranoid. Plasma Cannon to be exact. Devastator setting up against those Guardsmen and suppressing them from long range. They should be able to finish the cap though. Tactical Marines want to get behind the cover, I think. There we go. 382, 413. And here comes the Plasma Devastators. Looks like they're going to cover the west side, are they? Artillery unit that sets up. Huge AoE damage versus all targets if you can get the projectile to hit. Harry needs to start capping the rest of his side up, I think. 370, 413, a 2-to-1 for Harry. Goes tier 2 now. Will we see a Chimera to support the Kadashans? Maybe some brute force from Ogryns. 361, 413. I'm a big fan of Ogryns myself. We'll see. Devastator setting up. Really nice Devastator usage for Paranoid. Has really been dynamic with them. Hasn't just left them in one place. Scouts fleeing from the Commissar Lord, who now ties up the Tactical Marines, and up goes his default shield. No upgrades for this guy. No war gear for the Force Commander either. Now he's suppressed by the Devastators in the building. What is he doing? Trying to cap. In the end he flees. Tactical Marines close to losing a model. They have their sergeant. You can see him with the banner there. Gives them more DPS, more durability, and gives them They Shall Know No Fear, which is a great ability when it's charged. Force Commander not happy, stunned by this Sentinel. Trying to melee the Sentinel to death with this chainsword, and why not? Here come Kadashan Devils though, so you need to be very careful. Look at the damage they do with those shotguns. There's the knockback from the shotguns. Does he get away? Does not get away. Shotguns take him out in retreat. That's how dangerous Kadashan Devils are these days. 349, 388. Plasma Cannon countered by the flare. Great play by Harry. Really uses flares well. Reduces the range of a range squad. Now you see the full range again. 349, 378. Kadashan Devils capping the east side. Commissar Lord now has Stubbornness. Very popular accessory for him. Paranoid. Is he going tier 3? What is he up to? A Dreadnought. 349, 378 or 1-to-1. But Harry will take the east for a 2-to-1. Kadashan Devils decapping stuff, as are Sentinels. Has kept these double Sentinels alive, which has been really annoying. Tactical Marines decap and run away. We see plasma guns for the Guardsmen with both of their squad leaders, Commissar and Sergeant. Plasma guns really good versus heavy infantry such as these Marines. We see double Scout Sergeants, so we might see some nasty grenade spikes. Double Sentinels fleeing. Kadashan levels finish the cap. Force Commander cannot. Not often you see the Force Commander deep in tier 2 with no war gear. And we do see Sniper Scouts, look at this. He's really annoyed by those Sentinels, I think. Guardsmen capping up the west side, can they get the VP? Map control in constant flux right now. Kadashan Devils take the building. No, they don't. Just waiting around scouts. There's some dodgy pathing. 343, 355, a 2-to-1 for Paranoid. Stormtroopers on the way for Harry. Double Sentinels on the west side waiting to be repaired, I think. There we go. And this guy's going to try and decap the west. And Harry might get a double. Or not. Plasma Cannon should keep the Commissar Lord from capping. Tactical Marine is going to take the Sentinel out. Harry not noticing in time. Kraken Bolts making short work of that guy. Kadashan Devils retreat. Ouch. Nicely aimed shot. Stormtroopers getting the assault kit. Gives them overcharged hotshot las guns. Ridiculous range and damage. It says in the tooltip that increases damage taken. I'm pretty sure that was removed a few patches ago, but they never changed the tooltip. 343, 340, a 1-to-1. Here we see the remains of the Sentinel. Very little power harass from either player so far. Plasma Cannon coming to try and cover this side of the map, but it's up against a lot of stuff, and Paranoid is running it into trouble here. Gonna damage those Guardsmen, and those Stormtroopers are doing. Gets into the building. We see a power fist for the Commissar Lord. One Plasma Cannon member flies out the building and dies. And Commissar Lord going all the way around the back and tying these Devastators up. Here come Kadashan Devil, 340, 339. Really nice push from Harry on two fronts. Ouch, Plasma Cannon shot, taking so much health off the Sentinel. Doesn't want to keep it sitting there. Or maybe he does. Takes those Plasma Cannons out with a sync kill. And Harry is pushing power here. Predator tank on the way for Paranoid, but Harry has Ogrins on the field. Really tough and really dangerous melee unit for Imperial Guard. Deceptively quick as well. Good damage versus all targets. East being taken by them. We do see Devastators though for Paranoid, so he can try and control them with suppression. Kadashan Devils completely decapping that power, and his Commissar Lord being very ballsy in between enemy lines. Does he get away? Does not get away. Tried to save his Commissar with the flare, but did not work. Force Commander similarly forced off, but does not go down. Snipers taking out Kadashan Devil models, who then retreat. This Sentinel needs to be very careful. You see They Shall Know No Fear on the Tactical Marines. Here is the Predator battle tank for Space Marines. Is going to want to keep it the hell away from these Ogrins, that's for sure. And of course that Commissar. Sentinel goes down. Harry losing both his Sentinels in the end. More Stormtroopers on the way. No doubt we will see anti-armor kit for these guys, which makes them, I think, one of the best anti-armor units in the game. Ogrins going after this Predator. First time Paranoid has seen them, I think. 310, 302. Closing in melee with their Ripper guns. Taking a lot of damage though as they get in and need to retreat. With no losses. 1-to-1 cap, 309, 302. Game is on a knife edge. The second Stormtrooper squad. Look at the damage they're doing to these scouts in retreat. Here comes the force commander's going to try and tie them up, sorry. Doesn't want to mess with Kadashan Devils though, I don't think. They're backing off for some reason. There we go. Kadashan Devils have their sergeant and their demolition man taking up to 7 models and giving them a melter gun. Paranoid using this tank to bully Harry's stuff now. Harry needs a concerted push, and we do see anti-armor kit for these stormtroopers, gives them melter guns which are good versus all targets, though they are quite short range, and a melter bomb. Imperial Guardsmen do not want to take on a predator by themselves. Harry waiting for the rest of his forces. Here we go, this is going to be a very, very important push for him. Paranoid using this opportunity to cap the map up. These tactical marines are idle though. 309 299. And here comes the push. Commissar Lord not repurchased. Doesn't quite have the requisition for it. Stormtroopers infiltrate. Trying to hunt this tank down, and there it is. Devastator's shooting at what it can see. Stormtroopers walking through it. There's the Kadashan Devils, all reliable to disrupt that Devastator. And Stormtroopers flee. Ogren's up against the Force Commander who gets Terminator armor. And Ogren's run the hell away there. Harry unable to push effectively. Devastator's still a thorn on his side. Commissar Lord is back up with a power fist and takes out a marine model, but they did decap. Now looking very grim for Harry. Look at this blue map control. Heavy flamer on the way for the Force Commander, which is not good news for Harry. And he's going to take out this entire power farm with cleansing flame. Pretty ridiculous ability right there. That was literally 3 seconds, if that, and the entire power farm is gone. Devastator's covering his escape. Here come Ogren's. Double stormtroopers. Can he do anything though? Trying to spread those forces out, which is the way to do it, but scouts meet those stormtroopers and Ogren's forced off. 309 223. A double for Paranoid. Predator tank on the west side. Scouts can cap. Commissar Lord went down, and GG from Harry, and there is to concede. 309 213 left on the counter. Really nice game. Seemed to be on a knife edge, but before this Predator tank came out. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.